Hello guys, what's up with you all today? So I'm back with another banger kind of strategy. Okay, this is a very profitable strategy and you must watch this video. Okay, because this strategy is capable of turning your trading game into a profit making machine. Now this strategy involves the use of Bollinger Band and the relative strength index. Okay, so now let's get straight to adding our indicators. The first thing I'll do is to add my Bollinger Band. Now my Bollinger Band, I'm going to be using a period of 30, deviation of 2, and apply to close. Okay, and straight away I have my bands in the chart. Yeah, as you can see, the Bollinger Bands are 3 moving averages in 1. Okay, so we have the lower band and the upper band. What the Bollinger Band basically does is that it acts more like a mobile support and resistance. Whenever price gets to the lower Bollinger band, it bounces off upward. And whenever price gets to the upper Bollinger Band, it bounces downward. So that's basically what the Bollinger Band does. Now we're going to be adding the next indicator, which is the relative strength index. So I'll be adding my RSI to the chart. Yeah, and the RSI is going to look a little bit funny with several levels. Now we're going to be using levels 50, levels 25, levels 75. I'm going to also add 2 more levels, levels 70 and levels 30. Then we're using a period of 13. Yeah, so this is our RSI on the chart. This particular region, that's our RSI. Okay, good. So basically, the strategy is simply called the mean reversion strategy. What does that mean? What do we expect, or what does this strategy tell us or entail? Like I said initially, we wait for price, okay, to go out of the lower Bollinger Band, okay, and as soon as price goes out of the lower Bollinger Band, most of the time it must reverse back to at least the midpoint, the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, and also as soon as price goes out of the the upper Bollinger Band, it most of the time reverses back to the middle. So now let's get into the strategy proper. I move over to the H1 time frame and I'll wait for price to go outside the band, as in this case. Okay, I'll wait for price to go outside of the band. Now look at this. As you can see, the price is outside the Bollinger Band, and also we'll wait for the RSI to go above level 75. As you can see, as soon as we do that, remember we are on the H1 time frame. As soon as we get that, then we start looking for our entry. So we switch down to the lower time frames. Now the essence of going down to the lower time frames is so that we can get entries that would not give us high stop loss values. Okay, because we could have as well taken our trades from the H1 time frame, but that would mean that our stop losses are going to be large. Okay, so I try to make these things simpler for you. That's why we always have to make use of multi-time frame. Now you move over to the M15 time frame, and as soon as you get to the M15 time frame, you must ensure that the RSI has bent downwards and has touched the 30 level and has touched the level 70. Remember, we're looking for sell positions. It has touched this level 70. Okay, so as you can see where we would have entered the market. Okay, but of course, to be double sure, you move over to the 5 minutes time frame and ensure, and then you must ensure that the RSI, I'm trying to locate that point here. You must ensure that the RSI in the 5 minutes has gotten to the levels 50. Then you can hold your trade till the midpoint. Now, where do we use as our take profit? Now your take profit levels, we'll go back to the H1 time frame. Your take profit level, remember, is the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, and if you go to the M15 time frame, you'll notice that the middle Bollinger Band most of the time coincides with the lower Bollinger Band in the M15 time frame. So you have to use that as your, so can you see? So that should be your target. Okay, this should be your target. Either the H1 Bollinger Band midpoint or the M15 Bollinger Band lower points. That should be your target. Very, very simple to use. Let's look for a buy setup. Now, for a buy setup, let's say we have, okay, now for a buy setup, I'm going to use another chart. For a buy setup, I'm going to use another chart. So let's use USD card. So for a buy setup, I'm going to be making use of the USD card. Now look at what happened here in the USD card. We have a buy opportunity here. Now let me put my marker. Now, as you can see, price is already out of the lower Bollinger Band, and also price was below the 25 region. Okay, so that's the first step. Price for a buy position, price must be out of the lower Bollinger Band, and also price, the RSI must be below 25. Then we switch to the next time frame, which is a 15 minutes time frame. As soon as we get to the 15 minutes time frame, what are we looking at? Remember what I said. Now we must wait for price to get to, say for the 15 minutes time frame, we'll wait for price to get to the levels 30. Okay, wait for price to get to levels 30. But then if you notice, the price still came down to retest the lower Bollinger Band again. But let's look at the M5 to see what M5 did for us. Now, if you remember something, I said something that you must not enter the trade until your M5, until the RSI touches the level 50. So can you see how we were able to filter out this signal? So the problem with most of us is that we are not patient. We are not patient. Did you notice how the price, all the while, this at this point, okay, we've not had price, the M5 candle, the M5 RSI touch the level 50. So you are not supposed to be in the market. So you are supposed to still be patient and wait for the RSI to touch the levels 50. That is when you should confidently storm into the market, and then you take your trade. Remember, your stop loss is going to be just below the last candle, just below the last candle, and then your take profit, remember, should be at the point where price touched the middle Bollinger Band on the 1 hour time frame, or the upper Bollinger Band at the 15-minute time frame, or the RSI touch 70 for a buy. Then for a sell, RSI touch 30. So this must be on the 5-minute time frame. So let's see. So these are the three criteria for your take profit, for you to exit the market. So if you notice, in this case, the market didn't touch the middle Bollinger Band on the 1 hour time frame. It also didn't touch the upper Bollinger Band on the 15 minutes time frame. However, it touched the 5-minute time frame. RSI touched the level 70. So this is your exit signal. Okay, so just ensure you watch it. For the buy signal, your RSI must touch the level 70 on the 5 minute time frame to exit the market. For your sell signal, your RSI must touch level 30 to exit the market. And then you know where to place your stop loss already, just below the last candle or above the last candle, depending on which direction of the market we're taking. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.